Welcome back to the podcast that rocks, weekly podcast that talks about news in the world of rock, metal, alternative, and everything in between. My name is Luke.
My name is Alex.
And we never have technical difficulties on this podcast, ever, ever, ever. No, you started 5 minutes late. There. Is that covered? Hi, Steve.
Universal clock is off. What do you mean?
Mm-hmm. Thank you all, Steves, for hanging out with us while we were trying to get things together. So not only was OBS having issues, my Stream Deck was having issues, cameras were having issues. Everything was just kind of falling apart, but we got it working. Thank you all so much. Someone just said, have to catch the replay as I'm about to board a plane for home. Thank you, Ladoozy. Hope you're having a good travel. And to all the Steves in the chat, thank you so much. 50 likes gets us at least one round of Festival Rock or Flop. Please hit the like button. Tell your friends. And also, we got one super chat already. We'll get to all the super chats at the end. I promise. By the way, so we're trying to be upfront about everything. I almost had it set up to go live on Instagram as well. I had everything downloaded. I had the overlays. It's all set up. It's just not letting me do little things like the teeny little intricate stuff. And I have no idea why. There's no reason I have time. So hopefully next week we can get it done. Also, Also, Alex has been working her butt off on a lot of different things, including a website.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, sooner than later, it's been a long work process because she has other things she's working on. But in the next month or so, by the end of April, would you say by the end of April?
Oh, totally.
Okay, by the end of April, no matter what, even if crisis happens, our website's going to be way bumped up and much more presentable and professional. So, yeah, multi-app broadcasting, that should be fun. I hope so. It should have been ready today, but just little things prevented it. So it was that type of day.
It's just a technical difficulties day. We didn't do anything wrong.
That's true. It's a technical difficulty hump day. There, that's what it is.
Bad.
Making fun of hump day. That won't have all issues in the comments. Woof.
Wow.
I know.
Good choice of words, Luke.
I'm not on my A game, apparently, with a lot of stuff.
You blame technical.
Mm-hmm. So, enough of that. I think it's time we do get into our main news. And let me get to the screen share stuff. My Stream Deck's not working, so I got to do this in phases. Here we go. Bam. Entire screen. Share screen. Bam. There. Okay, so that was fine. Of all the technical issues we could have had, that was fine. So, for those who are not aware, and from what I understand is a lot of people, Muse launched and made the announcement of their second single from their upcoming album, The Wow Signal. Now, some of you might be wondering, what in the world is that name? I had to look it up myself. The Wow Signal is based on an old transmission, and that's what Muse are going for, a whole spacey thing. Are you with me on this, Alex? Because it's going to get weirder.
I'm buckled in.
Okay, buckled in. Yeah, just like an astronaut. There we go. So, we're all waiting for this big announcement that Muse launched last week because they sent a tablet and their album to space. Yeah, see, that was my best way of doing that. They actually sent their album to space. And they launched the new music video as well. Be With Me. Is that the name of it? That's how memorable it is right now. Is that the name of the song? Be With Me? I don't even remember anymore.
Yes, Be With You.
Be With You. See, that's how little of an impression it meant. Oh, man.
So close.
I thought I was. I will not play a Muse song on this stream. Man, you want to talk about getting my stream shut down instantly. So, the Muse music video, high budget, high presentation, the whole space theme. It's this big project they did to launch their new album. Someone just said, take that, Megadeth. Muse got to space before you. Yeah, they did. They literally did. So, with Muse, it's just so wild because this felt like it went completely under the radar, no pun intended. And this is a big band. This is a multi-platinum stadium performing group. And, oh yeah, Muse has a new single they broadcast from a tablet on a space shuttle. Shouldn't this be a bigger deal? Shouldn't this be bigger news?
Across the board. Muse, space, what's going on?
New album with, okay.
Yeah.
I do not love the album title Because if you have to look up what it means, and they're like, oh, it's based off that old transmission of like noise and like things. It's like the wow signal. Also, I just feel like jazz hands every time you say it. The wow signal. Yeah. So
I agree. It feels weird.
I was talking to Alex about this. I think I'm the bigger Muse fan than you.
That's
fair to say?
Absolutely
Okay.
true. Yes.
So when I was looking at this, because I was a big Muse fan in the 2000s, and in the 2010s, I think everyone felt a little deflated. And in the 2020s, everyone got concerned. And now in 2026, we're going to launch our music video in space. Wow. I'm learning about this 6 days ago. Okay. So
That escalated so quickly
I
as
know.
far as I'm concerned.
yeah. And well, I don't have the sleeping, snoring sound effect, but that's what I think of the song. This is a song with a good guitar solo at the 3-minute mark or so, but it's almost 4 minutes of like pharmacy overhead music, the music you would softly play at CVS or Walgreens while you're shopping. That's what this song is. Muse has never been that.
I see. When I listened to it today, because I think I saw something come through, like, you know how they let you know, oh, this is coming out, heads up. I'm like, oh, okay, Muse is going to do something. That was all I heard. It was like a little drop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we're definitely going to hear about this. It's going to be something huge. Obviously not. I completely forgot about it. And then I listened to this track today, and I'm like sitting there waiting for it to build up. I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting, and it never came.
If like the guitar solo was just played over the same, it's not a, I don't think it's a backtrack, but at the same time, just play louder over that, and then back to the soft shopping at your local Target music.
It was very boring.
Yeah. Yeah, and people are saying too, Unravelling, the first single that was released way before an album announcement, is much better. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, this is concerning. If any other artist would have launched their album to space, their new album, and made it the announcement that way, it would have gotten traction, right? Like a big artist like this?
I'm wondering why they didn't do some sort of crazy over-the-top campaign. If you're going to go so over-the-top and go so hard to literally send it to space, you need to tell everybody about it. Like,
And that's what I'm struggling with is like, did I just miss it? Was I way too busy and out of the loop? Because I feel like I'm usually pretty aware of this stuff. And I don't get why it's not even me, but like so few people are talking about Muse anymore. And I made a poll in the chat for the Steves like hours before we went live. Did you know Muse had a new song out before this podcast episode? As of what, 10 minutes ago? Less, more, whatever, because of technical difficulties that were not my
Yeah.
fault. Okay, so roughly 58% to 42%. 42% of the people said they did not know Muse had a new song came out. They sent it to space. And this is an audience that's aware of Muse.
that's
what-
not good.
no.
Somebody dropped the ball.
I guess. Also, this was the weekend of Project Hail Mary, which is an amazing movie, and it's an amazing book, all about space. They could not have timed it more perfectly. What happened?
I don't. That's what I want to know. Who was in charge of marketing this? Who was in charge of putting this stuff together? Because they didn't tell enough people. Because usually when something like this happens, you and I see it all the time, Luke, like you said, we're not that out of touch. I mean, it's Muse.
No.
They are
Yeah.
a huge band.
Yes,
This-
when you play stadiums, you are up a higher tier than way other people. So,
Absolutely. And it fell under the radar big time. And I don't know how.
2 comments just came in. How are we supposed to know that they launched their album to space in the first place? Fair. But like the actual press release, like the announcement of that day even would have been enough, I feel.
That's what I'm saying. They did that. So they should have told everybody that they did that.
Yeah. And then also someone said, this is album number 10. 10! Like it should be a big deal.
Right? It's a landmark album. I mean, 10 albums. That's massive. You're a huge stadium band. You're sending your stuff to space. I don't know what happened here. There was no buildup. There was no hype. There was no taking over Times Square. None of that stuff that you would expect for something of this level.
And someone said, and this is totally fair too, I don't agree. Muse is still relevant. If they were, why they fill a lot of venues and stadiums even today? They still totally do. I've never seen Muse live, and I've always wanted to because I keep hearing they put on an amazing show. The problem is the last few albums keep declining in radio play and favor with the fan base and everything else. That's what's concerning. If you launch your album to space and no one's even talking or hyping up the song, if Taylor Swift would have hyped up her album through a space presentation, you better believe all the Swifties would have been like buying spacesuits and trying to break into NASA, trying to get to space with it to hear it early because the album's up there. Oh my gosh, they totally would. That'd be amazing.
Oh no.
Taylor, you just got one-upped. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do?
You're going to make something happen. It's going to be horrible. And there's going to be new outfit trends. No, stop. Don't give them ideas.
I'm talking more about the Swifties breaking into NASA to try to hijack a rocket so they could get up to the space shuttle with the album that she puts up. Yeah.
I was just saying, let's start wearing spacesuits. My goodness.
Yeah. Oh, Swifties would do both. Let's be honest. Muse fans, they're not even checking out the new song. Muse is great live, yes. That I believe.
And see, that's the thing. Unravelling was a good song. That was the first taste of their 10th album. So I really liked it. And we established it at the beginning of this episode. I'm not a Muse fan. I'm not a huge, diehard. I know the singles. I know the hits, but Unravelling was actually a good song. That leading up to this as the second single off of your 10th album, it should have been promoted more heavily, and it should have hit a lot harder, in my opinion.
And that makes me believe, are we missing something? Because, I'm checking out rock radio and other things. What in the world's going on? Also, LAE made a great comment that I'm going to add on to. He says, that's almost like Katy Perry going to space for promotion. Oh, wait. Yeah. That's great. That's a great line. My thing, though, that I want to add to that, Katy Perry got more buzz than Muse did, and Muse did the right thing.
Dude, we know about Katy Perry going to space to be like, hey, Pores, I went to space.
Yes, that's exactly what she said,
we didn't know about
too.
The Muse thing.
Yeah, and we should have. This is an awesome idea. It really is. Yeah. We're not knocking it. We're knocking, why is no one caring?
Yeah, what happened? Why is nobody talking about this? Dave Mustaine should have been like, dang it, that was my idea. Katy Perry should have been like, ooh.
Shut up, Muse. Go back to London. Yeah, that type of thing. I don't know. Fantano has weird opinions sometimes. Okay, yeah. Well, if Fantano calls Unravelling pop rock, that's why they're talking about it. So, again, I was a big Muse fan in the 2000s. In 2010s, like many other people, we were like, okay. And this decade, we're like, what in the world? So, literally, because of the space thing.
That's out of this world, Luke.
I know. We know about it because she wouldn't shut up about it. Oh, yeah, with Katy Perry. Well, yeah. See, Muse did nothing embarrassing. That is not the case, okay? I didn't care for this song at all, but it wasn't embarrassing. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. You didn't cut me off by any means. I was just going to say Katy Perry wouldn't shut up about it, but Muse didn't say enough about it.
No, wouldn't you want to hype this up to death? Who else is doing this,
tell everybody.
Yeah.
Take over that narrative and say, we're doing this, we're doing that. It's going to be super cool. It's really exciting. And space.
The week before should have been them doing a press blast and tons of big interviews with BBC One and all these other things going, yes, we've already completed our album and it's in orbit. And the first single will be broadcast next week. Things like that, something simple, but still to the big networks. That would have been it. That's all they would have had to do. But we get a Pitchfork review, or not even a review, Pitchfork article.
Yeah. Everything that I looked up after you and I were like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
We just tripped over it, and then we started digging, and everything that I saw was like, oh, Muse announced 10th album and have a new single, and that was it.
And and a lot of this copy is just basic info you get on Wikipedia.
Yeah, so it's just all of the coverage is just copy paste press release, new album, new single. get ready for the 10th album. That was it. It wasn't like they sent their tablet to space and they did this and they did this crazy space-bound stunt. Like,
Yeah.
nothing. It was crickets. And I'm like, what? Why? What is happening here?
And it's not
Who's
like
dropping the ball?
And we're not that late. It happened after last week's podcast. So it's in the week we would talk about it anyway. So you can't say, "Oh, we're late to the party." Apparently not. There's no party. What's going on? I don't know.
Yeah.
Am I chat? It's Steve's. Be honest. Am I just being a Debbie Downer? Am I not with it anymore? If that's the case, fine. I can at least understand that part. But
I see, and I know I'm not a Steve's, but I understand from
Yes.
my perspective looking in at a Luke.
yes,
It doesn't feel that way to me at all. And I think vice versa, because you and I both like to keep our finger on the pulse.
yeah.
It's just like, it didn't hit. It didn't land. And all of the publications and the press releases didn't focus on the right points. It was like...
Or they just focused on like bullet point stuff. Muse launched alt rock band sent a tablet 20 miles into the atmosphere for records. Grand reveal. And that's it. Text.
No, that's not a grand reveal. You say
It's
Muse
not!
has a new album. They have a new single for this new album. And then you say... Muse sends their brand new single to... Like, that's what you lead with.
Did they have a photo shoot like by the rocket? Muse space photo. I hope I'm right. I hope they have something. No? I'm doing Google image search like Muse 2026 space photo shoots. Nothing. Like, you couldn't do that? You know it's getting launched into space. You couldn't get together and do a photo shoot with whatever you're launching into?
Nope. Yeah, they missed the mark. Somebody missed the mark here.
Somebody
I don't know.
did. Like, either they all didn't take it serious enough, which makes zero sense for considering what happened. Or,
I'm
yeah, someone dropped the ball. Maybe someone dropped the ball. I don't know how.
I don't know how either. Maybe it was like that little... I told you I saw something about it come over, and it was like Muse sends a wow signal to space or something. I'm like, oh, okay. And it was like everything makes sense. Maybe everybody saw that and didn't take it literally. So the message did not come across. And they're like, oh, Muse has a new space theme album. Not Muse is literally sending something to space.
Yeah, exactly. That's way bigger.
Yes.
Great. Like, I get the questions for this too. Like, someone said, are Muse on a record label right now? Yes. Yes, they are. They have been with Warner, or like, at least in the States, they were with Warner for a long time. I'm sure this was not self-published and self-produced. They had to have had a team of people working with them to make this happen.
Yeah.
What am I missing? It has to be a me problem, right? I'm the one. It has to be. There's no way all of this is just like, oh yeah, Muse in space.
How did so many people not pick it up properly? That's what's blowing my mind. Because it's not an isolated issue. It's not like, oh, one of the big magazines and one of the big outlets just spun it the wrong way. It's like every publication is just like, oh.
Yeah. And I think Muse is great. And even over the albums I have not cared about, I think Muse is awesome. But at the same time, I feel like I'm reaching to defend Muse at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, again, not a huge Muse fan, but
Sure.
that does not negate from the fact that they are a huge band. They are
Yeah.
a massive band with a strong fan base across the world.
Okay.
This was not given what it deserved.
Okay, my Taylor Swift comparison, that's probably too far. Okay, Green Day. Let's put Green Day in the same area. They fill out stadiums. You know, they opened up the Super Bowl this year. Muse has done big, massive sporting events like with FIFA and the World Cup. Okay, if Green Day would have said our new album's in space, completed, and the first single's coming out this Thursday, broadcast, blah, 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 it would have been a big deal, right?
Yeah,
I
and
guess.
you would have heard about it.
Yeah, we would have heard about it.
We would have been like, wait, why? Green Day, why? What are you doing? What's going on here? And then we would have been like, well, we have so many questions and tell us all about it and let's keep talking about it. And then we would figure it out. Completely
Yeah.
different from what's going on here.
Yeah. And they're great. And they've sold millions of albums in so many countries. So many big hits. And I don't know. Even this picture, and this is super nitpicky of me as a photographer, this blurry stylized picture that looks like it was processed like on dial-up internet and sent and it's still downloading. Like it's all grainy.
Yeah. I don't maybe because I think you and I are on the same page. We're not knocking Muse per se.
No, we're not. We're not. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing blatant to Muse. Again, they've got so many fans. They've got so much that bands want to, achieve in their lifetime. I mean, they were in the Twilight soundtrack. Like
clearly the mark of true sophistication and cultural zeitgeist of the 2000s.
They have a ton of accolades under their belts. They are a great, massive band, very successful band. Somebody messed up here. Whether it's the PR team, whether it's the band themselves, I'm going to say it's probably not the band themselves. Somebody messed up. We should have known about this.
Is there like a project management board, like Monday board or something, or an Outlook diagram? We're like, oh, Steve's supposed to take care of this. Oh, I thought Debbie was supposed to take care of this. Oh, I thought Johnny was supposed to take care of this. And it's all like launch, announce, press conference, take photos at Rocket, all this stuff that wasn't checked off because people said, oh, I thought you were taking care of that.
It's weird.
I mean, I got Black Holes and Revelations in vinyl behind me, and I don't know. I hope the album's great. Don't ever get that twisted either. I always hope each Muse album is great, regardless of how it turns out. I don't love this new song at all, but I liked Unravelling, so...
Yeah, exactly, and I am in the same boat. Unravelling was not a bad song. Maybe we'll have more of the unraveling side of this, the wow signal.
Absolutely. The wow signal. I'm going to say that every time. Jazz hands. Yes, absolutely. So, I don't know. I hope for the best. I think Muse are still capable. They clearly are creative individuals. When they didn't need to send an album and song to space and they could have just released this song and gotten the same reception, that's not great.
Yeah. That's kind of what bums me out the most about this is it was wasted because nobody knows about it.
Yeah, the World of Warcraft signal, no. This is more space exploration, so no. Jazz hands are appropriate, I feel. Yeah, doesn't it seem that way? Because it's wow with an exclamation point. That's really what it is. The wow signal. So... Sounds like something in a musical. Betty, he's giving you the wow signal. And it's some guy looking over at her from across the stage.
It's all
yeah. Tap dancing everywhere. Yeah, the wow signal. So, all right. We talked enough about our stressful complaining. Thank you guys for hanging out with us so much. Thank you for hitting the like button. We're trying to get to 50 likes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Steves. Let us know your thoughts. You guys had good, fair thoughts. It's like you were asking the right questions, too. So, yeah.
Keep it coming. Let us know in the comments. Did we miss stuff? Let us know.
Yeah, again, I want to know. So, all right. Yeah. We were at least having fun with this last topic. This next topic is not fun, but it is definitely worth putting out because there was a big fiasco with Parkway Drive. That is the right word.
Yeah.
I preface this. This was 100% not the band's fault. Not even a little bit. And it sucks that they are forever tied to this, but they did the right thing by putting it out there and they're trying to take accountability by association, which is commendable. For those who are not aware, I'm not going to go through all the bullet points because they get dark. A former technical employee, band issue statements. It's going to get a little weird. So this used to be someone that was hired by the band to help with tech stuff on the road, everything. Jed. Okay. I'm going to keep the name Jed. He admitted and pled guilty to statutory and many other things. YouTube bots, please. I'm giving a news article. Don't take down this stream. So why does this matter? Well, the band issued a statement. We've recently learned that someone we've been associated with has pled guilty to an underage sex offense in 2002. This was before they were a band officially, like a true launch, So, why would they care? Why would they have to make an announcement? Well, Jed, turns out, is the brother of their drummer. And it's not something they could just scoot aside. Jed Gordon. Yeah. There's no. Go ahead.
No, I'm just going to give them kudos. And
yes.
owning up to it and owning up to, not even owning up to it because they didn't do anything, but acknowledging the elephant in the room and really getting out in front of it is commendable for sure.
It is. They have had a terrible year. Their festival was canceled because they could not make it happen, just financially. And then this, Ben Gordon's brother. And that sucks too, because like from the sounds of it, he's not even trying to say he's his brother, you know, like they've made a big distance from all that. The family, that's got to be more hurtful and all this stuff. This definitely will affect the band because if you don't know all the facts, you're going to make an associate, oh, Parkway Drive. Yeah, I heard what they do, blah, 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 that type of thing.
Yeah, the details are important though in this one. And that's one solid reason why I am very impressed with them for getting out in front of it, because they cannot have anybody come at them and say, well, you didn't address this when you found out about it. No, they absolutely did.
And they went above and beyond to do that as well. They didn't have to do a thing like this. They could have just said in a statement, that was before we were a band. What do you expect us to do? No, they were very clear. This happened before. We bear moral responsibility for contracting him from 2003 on and off for over the years. It's not like he was just a random contracted tech worker, like a tech roadie, though, you know? It was the drummer's brother, Ben's brother, you know? You're always going to have an association with him. So that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know. In some families, it's like, yeah, we're related, but I literally haven't seen that person in 30 years.
Yeah, the old adage, I'm glad that's dying with our generation and onwards. Like, you have to stand by your family no matter what. They're your family. No, you don't. Get out of here with that. Nope.
Blood is not thicker than mud anymore.
No. And mud is sometimes cleaner. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be horrified if it was one of my own family. Yeah, I'd see, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'd throw them directly under the bus if I found out.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I feel like they're handling it as well. I don't know, but you learn these things happen. You don't, it's my brother, my cousin. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
The fact that this happened, it doesn't matter. Again, back to the family is not the important part in this situation. It's the what happened is important.
Yeah. So this is our impassioned support for the band, for the family, the Gordon family, who are forever going to have to deal with this too. You know, the fans of Parkway Drive, who definitely don't want, shouldn't have to deal with stuff like this either. Again, bad here for Parkway Drive.
Like, we were so bummed when they had to cancel all that stuff, and then now this, and it's like, okay, can they have a break now?
Give them some time off and just everyone be nice to them. Everyone go online and say one nice thing to Parkway Drive. The old grade school thing. Everyone go around and say one compliment. Okay? Yeah. Let's talk about some good things. How's that sound? You want to talk about some positivity finally?
Yes, please and thank you.
Okay, this story broke this week. Alex brought it to my attention. It's rare that a cover song goes #1, especially from an online singer, but holy crap, did it happen. You want to take the lead on, is it MAPHRA?
I've been saying MAPHRA. It might be MAPHRA. I have no idea.
It's British, so MAPHRA probably does sound better.
MAPHRA. So MAPHRA did this just incredible cover of Doomed by Bring Me the Horizon, and it blew up. I cannot remember a time where I've seen a cover song blow up as big as this one has. So MAPHRA did a cover of Doomed by Bring Me the Horizon, posted it on YouTube in late January. And as of right now, it is more than 9.6 million views. I just checked. This video came out end of January. It's already sitting at over 9.6 million views. On YouTube, and it has officially topped Billboard's Hot Hard Rock Songs chart, which it beat Motionless in White. Mm-hmm. It beat Bad Omens. It beat Bill Murray in A Day to Remember. It outpaced Caramel by Sleep Token. Caramel, sorry. This is a cover song by this artist on YouTube that just skyrocketed to the top of the chart, and that is crazy to me.
For good reason, too. It's a talented, creative cover. It's not just her doing karaoke. She earned it. And this, I'm going to say two things. One, proof that all these cover artists and creative artists doing their own spin on YouTube, on TikTok, whatever, proof that it can work right here. That's what you need if you have the talents and you have a home setup. That's what you need. That's it.
I love her. So I discovered her today on learning this. I dug into more of her covers and stuff. She does some Spirit Box. She did Poppy Amy Lee and Courtney LaPlante, she
Yeah.
is a great singer, and I guess she's kind of shy, and she's like, I want to step out of my shell, I want to kind of try this, and I want to see what you guys think. I really love doing these vocal covers, and so she just kept at it. She's now bringing in millions upon millions of views because she is doing an amazing job.
She is.
This song specifically, like, she flows really nicely between, like, super nice cleans, and then she's got some really gritty rasp in there. It sounds awesome. Check it out.
Hi, everyone. I'm very shy. Don't everyone look at me at once. 9.6 million views later. Yee.
I mean, that's one way to get over your stage fright or
True.
your shyness.
You already know people have heard and seen you now, and they're all okay with it. That's all you got to
Yeah.
know now. And I hope you made all that money. I hope you got all that 9.6 million views in money and ad revenue. I hope it. I truly mean that.
One thing I think is super cool about this, so that Billboard's hard rock songs chart, it tracks the year's most popular hard rock songs, and it ranks it by streaming activity as well as radio airplay audience impressions. So it's getting stuff from all across
Yes.
the board. They are just pulling in all, and it's at number 1, ahead of, like I said, Motionless in White, Sleep Token, Bad Omens. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. So good on you, MAPHRA. Very
job.
impressive.
Yeah. Again, this is awesome that it worked this way. And number 2, I had 2 things to say. Number 2, I'm thankful that YouTube has a platform where people can do this. See, I could be nice to YouTube every now and then.
Yes. I'm glad that she can showcase her talents as well.
Yes, exactly. And that's what she did. Proof that you can do it no matter how shy you are. You can't argue shyness too long. I do get it, though. It's not live. You're recording yourself. You can control what you put out there. I do get that.
Yeah. I like it because I think it's like that controlled thing where it's like, okay, I'm not doing this live. Nobody's watching me right now. I'm going to put it all out there on record, and then I'm going to have, I'm going to get some gumption and put it out online for 9.6 million people to watch.
And now Motionless in White stands and Sleep Token stands. They're all getting angry, like, what? What?
Like,
Number
who is this
one?
MAPHRA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, go check her out.
Yeah.
MAPHRA, number 1.
Well, maybe next she'll cover a Sleep Token song. You don't know. They're British too. Yeah.
Never know. Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine she can only cover British songs. You said she did Spirit Box, right? So
Yeah.
there you go. See? See? Things are good. Keep hitting the like button, Steve. Thank you guys so much for being here. We have some good news to talk about. This other next story seems like it's bad news, but it's actually great. Morgan Rose did an interview talking about how Sevendust were ready to break up after the release of their latest, which is wild to me. They've been around since before I was in junior high. That's crazy. The plan, like, we went through this period of time where we just weren't touring as much, kind of thinking that we were going to land the plane a little bit. Let's slow it down to the farewell thing. And then the plan quickly changed. Instead of parking the car here, why don't we just put it all the way to drive? Let's tour like harder than we've ever toured, burn the car out, tackle things that we haven't done. Just overnight, it went from, we're going to retire to, no, we're going to actually put this afterburner on now instead.
What a 180.
I know, right? They all had a bad night, like the same bad nightmare of tossing and turning, like the synced nightmare, all 5 of them. It's like, we can't break up. We have to keep going. That type of thing. So.
Yeah. I just think it's crazy that they were so like, we got to slow down. We got to slow down. And then boom, they were all like, no.
I just had the worst nightmare. We have to keep going. Yeah, that's the type of thing. Also, like, I will always appreciate and love this. Sevendust, same lineup since 1997. Pretty good.
And they're such cool dudes, like musically and personally. These guys are amazing.
Yeah.
And live, they are one of the live bands that people always hold a candle to. They're like, you cannot go on after Sevendust.
Yeah, my
Because
wife became
they will blow
my
you
wife
away.
became a fan. She was pretty unfamiliar with Sevendust until we both shot them as photographers because they were supporting Alter Bridge. She became an instant fan.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so stuff like that happens.
Last time you and I were at Sick New World, we had people literally coming just to see Sevendust.
Yeah.
They didn't care about anybody else on the lineup.
They're shiprocked, like diehards as well. They go on shiprock like every other year almost. People will go just to see them, and like because they do so much with shiprock too. Like, no, I want to go on the cruise again to hang out with Sevendust again. And that's a big adventure, a big excursion and planning and savings to do something like that for vacation. Sevendust has made those fans. So I like it. When is the new album? I do not remember. Unfortunately, off the top of my head. They already had the new single come out, and I liked it. So Sevendust are now preparing to release their 15th studio album, One, O-N-E, on May 1st, and will hit the road on a major U.S. tour shortly after. There you go. By the way, thank you, Rock Documented, for actually having all the data right here in the description and not being hard to read.
Super convenient.
Yeah, extremely convenient. Some like outlets and websites and accounts are really either great at it or terrible at it, you know? So, as we move on, we now turn the time to Alex, who is going to talk about her new best friend, apparently. Not bestie? Super close bestie? Is that it?
Well, I mean, probably. We did have a great conversation.
Oh, well
no,
then.
I'm super stoked. I am so excited. I had an amazing conversation with Alissa White-Gluz this morning, and we talked about a ton of great things. As we know, Blue Medusa, brand new band. She is ready to rock with this new band, this new vision. Brand new single, Checkmate, just dropped. They're performing at Aftershock and Louder Than Life. We've got more new songs on the way. A full album is on the way. Maybe a world tour on the way soon. I am really excited for everything she's got cooking. And there are some really exciting opportunities that she may be working on that we can tell you about later.
Yes.
But definitely put Blue Medusa on your radar. Alissa White-Gluz. It was a fantastic interview, and we're definitely going to share the full contents of everything she talked about with you. Keep her on your radar.
Yes.
Whatever she's got going on is going to be awesome.
So I listened and watched the video for Checkmate when it came out that day. The guitars she has with her, they are no joke. Again, I think I said that last week too. This is legit. So Blue Medusa is something to watch. And this is me not knowing the context of everything in the interview. Whenever our slacker editor gets off his butt and actually edits the interview together, then everyone will be able to see it. So.
Slacker.
He is. Absolutely. He needs to get to work. So.
Yeah. You need to get to work. I mean, he needs to get to work.
Has been on my radar since I first heard about the album. I'm so excited for new music from Alissa. Yeah, again, this looks like it could be something big, and this is coming from someone who hasn't been through the interview yet. So, as soon as that's ready to be posted, it will be through this on this channel right here. We'll share it out. Anything else you can tell us or would like to tell us? Also, finally, did you tell her a dad joke?
No. I had a dad joke ready for her. I know.
Ooh, that felt good. Yeah, you called me out for something. Ooh, that felt good to get that back. Yeah.
Oh, I just got fired because I didn't tell.
No,
Lisa,
you're not fired. I'm just
dad
saying.
joke.
This is your one opportunity, but I'm sure you'll see her again someday.
Well, no, totally. I mean, we've got opportunities coming up this year. So I'm excited. It's going to be great. Keep your eyes peeled for that interview. Definitely whatever she puts out next, watch it. But check out that interview for more in-depth details from her about what she's got coming up, because it's really exciting.
Very cool. Also, to our next story, it's exciting to see the results because I remember you telling me about this, we're talking back and forth. It's exciting to see the results. I don't know who to cheer on or feel happy or sad for. This was a big deal of a news article. Man pleads guilty to defrauding streaming services of $8 million with AI-generated songs. Mike Smith agreed to return the money he was paid in royalties as he was awaiting sentencing. So this man was just pumping out AI music, just pumping it out and raking in all the ad revenue out of it, taking a lot of money from that poor little Spotify. Aw, shucks. Well, now he's
Darn.
Yeah, and now Spotify, with their lawyers, because they don't have other employees, they keep firing people, and they just rely on AI now. So Spotify said, hey, you can't use AI music. We can only use AI to run our platform. And all this is happening now. He's awaiting sentencing and said he'd pay back the money, to which I go, okay, you're paying back the money. How mad could they be at you now at this point? So, and plus, they got their cut already of all that ad revenue. So, $8 million is a lot of AI generated songs, though. But do you see what I mean? Like, I don't feel bad for anyone involved, but I don't know who to cheer on this either, you know?
It feels so yucky. It's like yuck coming from this direction and then yuck coming from this direction. And I'm like, okay, screw Spotify, screw AI art and songs. Definitely air quotes on art and songs. But I don't know how to feel about this. This makes me feel very conflicted.
Right? Yeah. So, and people were also cheering on because Sora got completely deflated. Sora's good news. OpenAI is now dead. Disney said, "Go screw yourself" to the OpenAI things. Like, thank God, finally Disney gets something right as a company. You know, Disney World, Disneyland are great. I'm just saying, as a company, they got problems with the whole oligarch. What is it? What type of garchy is it? Not an oligarch. That's one.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
You know what I'm saying. I'm saying it's one of the words where like the world's run by a few wealthy companies and no one else has to say. America.
That's
what
an
America is
oligarchy.
right now. Yeah, oligarchy. So that was the right word. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I don't know what else you're thinking of.
Disney, Amazon, you know.
Yeah, definite oligarchy.
Yeah, oil companies and credit card banks. That's it. So I'll say this though. Everyone was buzzing. This is not rock metal alternative news. Everyone was buzzing about the Afro Man case and how if you ever had to do be in a jury, you know, like get selected for to be in a trial for a jury, like that's the case you want. Just nothing but laughs, watching music videos, seeing the guy in the suit. Anyway, this is a case where like if I got accepted for jury duty and this was the case, I would like try to convince all my other jury mates in the foreman to go, can we make both of them guilty and both of them pay? Can we throw them both into the water?
Can we charge both of them?
Yeah, can we find them both at fault and both guilty? Come on, the judge would be in on this, right? The judge would be cool with this. So,
well, the jury found you both. Hell yeah, let's do it.
The judge pulls out a second gavel. He's like, "Fine with me." Ba-bam.
That would be awesome.
So
I gotta tell you on that Afro Man thing. Again, slightly off topic. I'll keep it super quick, but I worked a show for Afro Man one time many years ago.
Okay.
He is such a nice dude.
Good.
And that whole thing was pretty crazy. I was like, I gotta go watch that video.
Like everyone has thoughts on Afro Man as a person and like his music and stuff. Okay, this case that took years after all the things terrible, like the breaking and entering, he was 100% in the right. So
totally.
Good for him for using his brain and going, you know what? I don't have to sit back and just see what the court system does. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I was not like I worked that show. I did not know any Afro Man songs except for that one that we all know. And he was very nice to me that day. And then this thing popped up and I'm like, okay, I guess I have to go watch that video. And I'm like, wow, this is a crazy case.
Right, exactly. And they had all the cops there. And also, we'll say this to move on. But yeah, Lemon Pound Cake is now his third hit. He's no longer a 2-hit wonder. He has a third hit and it's Lemon Pound Cake.
Yep.
So.
That was crazy.
Final thing. This is kind of related to the tour news coming up. We got another mini touring thing with Summer Slaughter returning, headlined by Hatebreed. I'm happy that this is back, the Summer Slaughter tours, and it's doing a good stuff with everything. This is a heavy tour. Devourment, Incantation, not Blood Incantation, Incantation. So if that's your thing, Hatebreed's going back on tour. They're going to have a great time with that. So.
That's going to be a fun one.
Hatebreed always has the Ball of Death also for some of their bigger venues, which is that giant like hamster ball. They just bounce around like a giant beach ball. So it's extreme metal. That's fun.
With bouncy balls.
Yeah, exactly. They know what the people want. So I can't really knock it, you know? Finally, before we get to our regular news, well, I guess this is our regular weekly information. Song of the week was one choice by Alexandra Gray. If you would like to talk about Infected Rain, I heard the song too, and it's killer. I've heard bits and pieces about Infected Rain, and I like this one. Oh, almost got demonetized. Baited just
good
in
catch,
time.
good catch.
I know, right? If you'd like to talk about the new song, Infected Rain, Stranger.
For sure. So Infected Rain, I have had my eye on them for a few years now. They've been doing great things. I really like Lena Scissorhands. She's a really fun front person, and she's done collaborations here and there with a bunch of bands that I really like as well. So I've been keeping my eye on what they've got cooking here and there. And we've seen little snippets of this video. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? This is really fun. There's a lot of artistry going in here. There's no AI. There's no, some of the gross, cringy stuff we've seen in a lot of videos lately. So I'm like, okay, I want to see this video. I want to hear this song. And I was not disappointed. The song is really good. The video's super fun. So if you get a chance, check out my song of the week, Infected Rain, Stranger.
We'll pin that in the pinned comment if you're watching this later. So please check it out. Let us know what you think about that. About everything else, too. We do want to know. We thrive on engagement and would also want to know what all the Steves think. So, Steves?
Absolutely.
Let us know what you think of this song. Let us know what you think of the new Muse song as well. I am legit curious, too, because I like Muse, and I'm worried. So, I just got to keep throwing that out there because, again, it really is me scratching my head going, okay. But with Infected Rain, no, I got it. That all works. And they didn't have to go to space.
Yeah. You gotta just stay in the positive moment where we know what's going on here. Infected Rain just released a great new single called Stranger. Focus, eye on the prize.
Yes. So we'll move on while we focus on this picture of you interviewing Alissa White-Gluz. I think that's appropriate. What tours do we have to look forward to if there's anything was announced? Do you have your notes up?
Yep, you knocked out Summer Slaughter, so
Yes.
I was going to talk about that. Anvil just announced a summer North American tour. Super fun. You like that old school stuff? Mm-hmm. Animals as Leaders announced a European festival and some club dates. Cypress Hill announced some tour dates. I know they are on that Sick New World lineup, and they're expanded.
Still going. It's wild to think they're still going, and still thriving with the touring. So,
oh yeah, totally. One of these days, I'll share some stories. I also worked a show with Cypress Hill one time. I'll share those stories with you one day. Super fun. These guys are great. We also have Pepper. So if you like kind of like that dub reggae rock,
Yes.
Pepper are touring. 311 are also going to hit the road. Blue October will be hitting the road. And Eagles of Death Metal just announced some new tour dates.
that's wild, too. I haven't heard from them in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot from them in a long time.
That's Southern Boogie Rock, rockabilly, whatever you want to call it.
Southern Boogie sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Upcoming albums we have for March 27th, Black Label Society, Engines of Demolition. We're going to see what shredding goodness Mr. Wild has for us on that one. Again, he always delivers on the guitar work, no matter what you think, he will have something to hear that goes, wow, he can still play his brains out. That's awesome. We got for the heavier stuff, Carnivore AD with Transmutation. We also have something coming up from Don Bracco. We have Nightmares Tripping. And we have some other heavier stuff, but it looks like this week we have Pop Evil as well on the lighter stuff with What Remains. Pop Evil's a band I've also fallen off of, but I always liked what the singles I've heard. They were fine, that type of thing. And they've got into the anthem style rock, like the sports clips music that they play in front of ESPN clips, and it works for them. And then finally Mood Ring with Death Fetish and a whole bunch of other albums I'm sure I missed. Let us know, Steve's, in the chat. And let us know in the comments. So, we got some super chats. Thank you guys so much for the super chats, by the way. They really do keep the stream going. And the podcast. And the channel. And literally just feeding the little ones. Alex and I both have little ones. Gretchen has little ones with her right now. So, yeah. I have a giant dog who eats a lot, too. Just as a heads up. A lot. So, we took him to the vet last week. 98 pounds.
Dang, that's a big boy.
He's healthy. He's in the healthy range. They keep saying he's got full bill of health, but yeah, he's just huge.
Stocky.
Yes. Stocky. He's a rugby player. So, Ellie Yeats, speaking of comebacks, that matter, Neurosis suddenly dropping a new album out of nowhere with a new singer, last week after the awful mess they went through in 2019 is such a beautiful comeback story. I know the Metal Meltdown mentioned that. I have not heard anything yet from Neurosis. I know that's a big comeback, though. So I do want to check that out. I just haven't done the deep dive on that yet. So definitely worth pointing out. From Shadows Will, thanks to this podcast, I watched the Pretty Reckless music video mentioned last week at work. My coworker became a fan. Thankfully, he didn't care to see the video, only cared for the music. So, win. Hey, you were able to pull it off and got someone else into it. You pulled it off. That's great.
And you didn't get fired. I'm so proud of you.
You did not have to go to HR for an awkward meeting. Awkward. Man, oh man. See, that's how you do it, You have to get people that you think might be into something and play something for them when you know they can't leave. That's what's great about work.
We will try to preface, Don't let them watch the video. Just don't. Not at work.
Last week, someone left a comment on last week's post, like on the page. Someone said, while they were watching, like, you guys have to be overselling this music video. And then they responded, I apologize, you weren't. Yeah,
Yep.
we spent at least 5 minutes saying this is not for you at work or school. This is not for kids. And yeah, we were
No.
definitely right. So
We're not going to steer you wrong.
No.
We're going to give you a fair heads up.
we did our best, and like we did our best on YouTube, where we could not accurately describe everything that was going on either.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome, everyone. The pretty man. If you were that happy to talk with Alissa White-Gluz, I can't even imagine how big of a smile you're going to have if you ever interview Taylor Momsen again.
I have it. Oh, you said again.
Yeah, again. I was right. I've interviewed her too. She was very nice.
Yeah.
So
Very nice.
we have festivals to book, at least 3. If you have any other super chats, we'll keep reading them, guys. Just let us know. We have the Steve chat going. Is that the name of the chat room, the Steve chat?
Steve chat. It could be a working title.
Well, unless someone else comes up with the name of the chat room. You're all Steves, though. You're still Steves.
Yes. Always
Whew.
Steve's.
Here we go. Let me pull this up. I'm still sharing my screen. I think I already jumped the gun with the little pop-up, but that's okay. Bam. Every week, we book random festivals and sometimes are amazed and sometimes terrified at what lineups we have. 4 bands a day at a little local radio station festival called Festival Rock or Flop. We have 2 super chats there to get to festivals for Ellie Yeats and Shadows Will. We also have our own Steve Fest. We'll name the festival afterward. So, let's do Yeet Fest first. Ellie Yeats, you're up. Let's do this. Pull this up. There we go. So everyone knows I'm not cheating. Alex, can you see my screen and are you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, band number 1 for Yeet Fest. Slayer. Man, you're talking
Nice.
out heavy. There you go. They have 1 appearance this year, I think, for Rocklahoma. That's the only one that I know of.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I think they're on like Sunday, right?
Pryor, Oklahoma is the only place you're going to get to see Oh, that's the perfect spot for this festival, too. Let's just call it like it is. Pryor, Oklahoma. You're getting a festival rock or flop now. Band number 2, Incubus. Different vibe, slightly, but I could see there being the tiniest crossover.
Yeah. Honestly, there is a lot of crossover between Incubus and some heavier bands, so let's see what else can make this connect.
It can work. Number 3. Oh, let me get this. Windows a touch big. There we go. Make sure I'm spacing it out properly. I'm very nitpicky about the formatting now ever since OBS caused so many problems. Number 3. Butcher Babies, who just released a new song or about to release a new song, one or the other.
They did a team up with Stitched Up Heart.
Yes, that's it.
They did a crossover called Cannonball.
Okay, Slayer, Incubus, Butcher Babies, and Trivium.
Nice.
This is actually like a legit festival. We don't have too many of those.
This is actually a really good lineup.
This would sell. And like no one would complain. The only thing people would complain about is where it is. But you know what? Slayer, Trivium, Incubus, Butcher Babies, I'd go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah. See? This can work. The system can work. Along the festival vibe, yes. Yeah, you know what? This should be set. People are saying it. Okay, yeah, this works from Ellie Yeats. Trivium, I'm going. Solid festival, I'd go to this. Yeah, come on. It's hard to really, even if it's not your thing, it's hard to hate something like this, you know?
No, and I think Incubus is like a nice little reprieve.
Actually,
You know?
that's a good way to put it. You need a little bit of a break, but still enjoy the show.
Yeah, you gotta rest and,
Yeah.
you know.
You don't want to leave, but you also want to have like
Yeah.
a little bit more of a breather while you're enjoying it. Okay.
Gotta let my neck rest for at least a second.
And Incubus has the heavier songs, though, so there you go.
You do. Yeah.
Shadows Fest, you're up next. Here we go. Band number 1 for Shadows Fest. Gojira. That's, man, both our festivals have started pretty strong.
Yeah.
Number 2, Spirit Box. What is going on today? Oh, so all the technical issues we had earlier, they're making up for it now, are you? Okay.
Thank you.
Gojira and Spirit Box is great. I'm already wanting to go, by the way. So,
Oh, yeah.
number 3, The Warning. This is not Alex Fest. This is Shadows Fest, by the way.
This festival's so good.
And number 4 of Monsters and Men, which will be a nice little, like we were talking about Incubus being a breather. Monsters and Men is a big breather for that, too.
This is a really good lineup.
This would make money also, no matter where we put it. Yeah. Gojira, Spirit Box of Monsters and Men, The Warning. Yeah, if you ups, like, you can't hate on it.
There's nothing bad. Not even a little bit.
Someone said we don't even need number 4. We're already in. People were that happy about it. And then you get this, too. Yeah. Everyone's
like,
happy.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy. Yeah, even someone said I'd go for the first 3. Yeah, you'd still go, though.
I already gave you my money, but now take more.
Okay. I will tell you no. Our final festival. The hard acts to beat. These first 2 are pretty solid. It's been a while since we had like a back-to-back nailing it, you know? So, all right. We'll name the festival after. Band number 1. Periphery. Okay. Fine with me. Some prog metal goodness. Prog metalcore goodness is probably more accurate. Number 2. Alice in Chains.
Dude.
That's pretty awesome. Alice in Chains and Periphery on the same set. That's kind of cool. Number 3. Turnstile. This might be the most successful rocker flop run we've ever had.
Ever. We're going to make this a solid 3-day festival.
And number 4. Buckcherry. They can't all be singers, and that is our opener.
Jinxed it.
Yeah, fine. Turnstile fans are not going to tolerate Buckcherry fans, by the way.
Honestly, I would still deal with Buckcherry.
I'd still go. Oh, I would sit back and laugh. That's fine. But I'll laugh real hard and then enjoy the rest of the night. Alice in Chains would be the headliner.
For sure.
Yeah. Turnstile, Periphery, and Buckcherry because their car broke down right outside the venue. And they're like, screw it. Just go play, make a few bucks for gas, and then get out of here.
Yeah.
Why did they ruin a great streak? The Wow that actually is pretty funny. It's the Wow Festival. That's pretty good. Okay. I'd still go. Yeah. I think we'd all go, but we're all under the same idea of, okay, well, we're just going to wander around while Buckcherry is playing and just talk. Like cell phones on speaker while we're talking to people too. Like if we're on the phone. So,
oh, no.
Yeah.
We will not stoop to that level.
For Buckcherry? I don't know.
I'm going to go get a $20 burrito.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. We'll all get food. And we'll all eat out there, just on the ground. Ugh. If Buckcherry just plays the hits, fine. They can't have a 2-song set.
Yeah.
They're done. Yeah, you're thinking, aren't you? Oh, okay, have you thought of 3?
I'm trying hard.
Yeah.
If you see here live on camera, I'm counting how many hits Buckcherry had.
I know of 2, and that's it. So, yeah.
I can think of 3. We've got, yeah.
That's still barely
There's 3.
10 minutes.
Yeah. They just do it on repeat. Please, no.
No! 10 minutes is enough. We're going to play the same songs over again? What kind of nightmare festival of Buckcherry are we having?
No, we don't need to fill the time. Just let them do 10 minutes and go home.
Woof. Okay. Let me see if I can go back here, because, again, my stream deck's wonky. Bam. I got to get the right one. And... Nope, that's not it. 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 Hey, I found it. See what happens when I have to fish through and I don't have my stream deck set up because it's not working. I made it though. Thank you, Steve, for hanging out with us and waiting patiently while we had technical difficulties in the beginning. It was not my fault, but you can blame me if it makes you feel better.
Nah.
Thank you to everyone that reacted to the Audio Slave video that I did. I hope Audio Slave's not a band that gets forgotten about, and that's what that video is all about. Next week will be a more ridiculous video. I guess you're welcome. I'll tell the Steves now. The next music video, Alex and I showed some of these a couple weeks ago. Terrible AI music videos. There's a lot more. There's a lot more than you think, and they are wretched. So we've had years of them now too. I think the earliest was 2021 or 2022, and they suck. So And there's
Like
also
the 10 fingers on one hand.
Oh yeah, and there's also ones that came out less than 12 months ago, and they suck. So, yep, that video's coming Monday. Until then, we will also have an interview with Alissa White-Gluz of Blue Medusa, interviewed by one Alex Gray. That'll be done as soon as our editor gets it together. Alex,
Yay.
anything you would like to add besides editor get it together?
No, I think that about covers it. Thank you.
Yes, okay. Just get it together, editor. Okay.
Get it together, editor.
Thank you all so much, Steves. Thank you so much. If you're on Patreon, you will get a How Did I Miss This? We're covering a bunch of albums later this week. Until then, Alex, we need a farewell message and a good chuckle. Do you have a dad joke for us?
I do. I do.
Okay, go for it.
All right. What is the difference between a well-dressed man on a unicycle and a poorly dressed man on a bicycle?
Feel like it's going to be something obvious. One wheel, two wheels. You go
Tire.
ahead. Go ahead. The attire?
A tire.
Oh, because I didn't laugh, but it did make me go like, oh, I had to think about it. That does count. Yes.
That does count. Yep.
Because you have to say attire because you sold it right.
A tire.
I'm the one that said it. The attire.
Yeah. You were like the tire. No, a tire.
Yes.
Clothes. Tire.
Thumbs. Yeah, no, I get it now.
I hope so.
After you explained it for over 30 seconds, yes, I do understand it now.
Do you want me to explain it again?
No, I want to see your stand-up routine at an actual audience. Like, get it, everyone? Because on one tire, like it's ATTIRE. It's just like talking down to them about it.
No.
Polls in the chat, everybody. Was that a good one or a bad one? I'm going to read some of the comments. Tomatoes, bicycles.
Yay.
One tire, two tire. Not bad. Silly, but I laughed. There you go. Oh, I get it. Yeah, see, that's how I was too. Don't feel bad. Took me a second. I was like, oh, okay. What about a slob on a tricycle? Okay, now we're getting ridiculous at this point. I guess that still counts. A tire, you know.
Tire, yeah. What's the difference between a slob on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? Yeah, same thing. A tire.
Yeah, it does work. LMFAO toilet paper. Okay. Okay. Yeah. See, someone else says, get it, guys? A tire. That was a tiring joke.
Boo.
Tomatoes.
That fell
Oh, goodness.
I know.
What are you drinking right now that's causing that?
Liquid death.
What did you put in it?
Water.
Uh-huh. A groaner. It's not a joke. We need to retire. Okay. To the poll. I got a feeling it's going to go over pretty positive. Yeah, it's like, what, 70% thumbs up, 71% thumbs up. It got, like, I didn't think it was funny, but it did get me because I had to go like, so.
It's a groany dad joke. That's a good dad joke.
Oh, everyone's coming everyone's coming in with them now. That joke was so bad it made me tired. That might need to pump the brakes on this one. We're having a wheel of a time. Oh. That one wasn't even funny. Why are you laughing at that one?
They're all so silly.
Goodness.
See, it's
silly. No argument here. Is this the clip you want to send to Alissa White-Gluz once we post the interview? Oh, by the way, here's my podcast, and it's just this.
Hey, by the way, here's the dad joke I forgot to tell you earlier today. You're welcome.
Yes. Block.
Dang it. Not again.
I missed my shot. Oh.
My dad joke fell flat.
My head and tires are spinning after that one. Okay. Where's the ending screen? I have to manually locate it.
We're out of control.
There we go. Thank you, Steves. Thank you, everyone. Let us know what you think about the Muse situation, about the song of the week, about everything else. Hope you're all doing well. Alex, say goodnight before you get too tired. I can do it too.
Good night, Steve.
Good night, Steves.